think what Tinubu is saying? Do you think is right? Is what he's saying?
Tinubu has a right to his opinion. Everybody has a right to opinion. But now, if you say Yoruba and Fulani, okay, no, let us even say one Nigeria. In the context, you are all human beings, you are all one. But if you say Yoruba and Fulani are one, I, as a Yoruba man, I reject it. Yoruba and Fulani are not one. It's a context. If you look at the context of human being, we are one, all human being. If you look at the context of like brotherhood and everything, we are not one. We have different ideas. We have different personalities. We have different ideologies. We are not one. Yoruba and Fulani can never be one. We are not one. We don't think the same. We don't act the same. A Yoruba man has a child, you want to send that child to school. Is it the same with whatever like that? No. A Yoruba man is a farmer. Even a Yoruba man can raise cow. A Yoruba man will not be raising a cow with AK-47. A Yoruba man knows the sanctity of human life. You understand? So a Yoruba man cannot, because we know what's happening now in Nigeria. A Yoruba man cannot come to your land by conquest. How is Yoruba and Fulani the same? Anybody that saying they are the same, go and read the history of Ilorin. If they are the same, that means an Oba should be there in Ilorin today. It's because of this trust that Abuja he took these people as allies. But we saw the result. That up till now, we have Emir in Ilorin. Then how are we one? That tomorrow, farmers are still being killed. Not even Yoruba, can be any farmer. Can be a Yoruba farmer, can be from the south, can be an Igbo farmer, can be a Benue farmer. See, one reason why things are costly in Nigeria is because of these Fulani activities. People are still calling them S-men. They have not even become terrorists.
Looking at what happened in Zamfara just recently.
Yes. In a state, close to over 80 people were killed. Human lives. And you're saying Yoruba. Okay, can you imagine a Yoruba person now take arms and start killing people? Innocent human being. Can a Yoruba fight for religion? That's the question. Ask yourself. Can a Yoruba man say, I want to, because I'm a Christian, I want to fight Muslim, or a Muslim to fight a Christian, a Yoruba man? Has ever happened before? So in what context? It's a context for something. So if you say Yoruba and Fulani are one, in what context? If it is a human context, as a human being, yes, we are all human beings. If you look at Nigerian context as a country, yes, but in ideology, we are not one. Forget all these things. Even the country itself as Nigeria is not one. It's not one. And it shows. Ask yourself a question. Are we yet a nation? That's the question. As of now, we are still not a nation. We are still only a geographical entity. We are not a nation. After the war in Rwanda, between the Hutus and the Tutsis, they found a way to become one. Now, Rwanda is one nation. You understand? There's nothing like state of origin. Anytime, if I tell myself now, I said me, I'm an Igbo person from Abeokuta, Ogun State. If I'm in Nigeria, it's a fact. I'm an Igbo person first. Then before I'm from, because even in Ogun State, you have different tribes. I mean, I'm talking about clans in Ogun State. I'm an Igbo person. I'm not same as an Ijebu person. It's a fact. I am from the same Ogun State. So even in the same state, we are different. So I'm an Igbo person first. Then an Ogun State from Ogun State. Then a Yoruba person. Then I'm in Nigeria. And that's how it is for almost everyone in Nigeria. There is one. You cannot make people one by just saying it. It is the action.
Action and expression.
Actions rather than voice. What I do is one other than what I say. Oh, one Nigeria every day, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Okay, the question is that has Nigeria ever been truly one? Have we ever seen ourselves as one? The only time that Nigeria has ever been one is doing sports. It's doing sports. If there's a match between Nigeria and another country, everybody comes together I support Nigeria. Now, okay, now let me give an example. Nigerian female basketball team, they became the first basketball team in history of Africa, whether male or female, any category, to go through the quarterfinal in Olympic history. Now, go and check that female team. Nigeria, go and check, just Google Nigerian female basketball team in the last Olympic, 2024 Olympic, Paris. Check the names. Like close to 70 or 80% of them, they are from a particular tribe in Nigeria. But people are supporting them because they are representing Nigeria. Now, the only way Nigeria can be one is when you choose people based on competency and capacity. Not because they are from a particular tribe.
Competence.
Understand? If Nigeria is playing, you don't care where the footballers are coming from. You only care because they are doing their job perfectly well and you are celebrating them. The last Nigeria team, Nations Cup, they were the silver medalists. They were beaten by Cote d'Ivoire in the final 2-1. But people were celebrating them from the first one to the finals. Go and check that team. And again, check where they come from. They are majorly from the southern part of Nigeria again. I've given an example. But people are celebrating them all across Nigeria. Now, the only way Nigeria can work is when you choose people from all across Nigeria, not money that. No, see, in Nigeria for Nigeria is one. You are still doing quota system. For an Igbo man to become something, I mean, maybe like I gave example in the unity school, he must have higher marks. A Yoruba man higher mark. A man from the north, they say educationally disadvantaged. But go and check all the top ministries in Nigeria. The people that have that something, they are always there, and you want the country to go forward. What is working in Nigeria? Music is working. I'm talking about music industry, and Nollywood is working because they are not being controlled by the government. It is a competency that will take you anywhere. Wizkid is Wizkid today because not because it's from any tribe, because of the competency.
Good at what it does.
Yes. Davido is Davido today, not because it's from anybody, not because he has any family, because he knows what he's doing and he's doing it well. Burna Boy is Burna Boy today because of the same thing, capacity, competency, and capabilities. There are many. I don't know too much of music, but like there are Rema, there are even Two-Face, the Legends, there are P Square, there's the band, there are many. Era Star, there are many like that. I don't really know about music, but at least they are where they are today because their competence, not because of quota system. Osimhen is Osimhen today is being celebrated because of who he is. He knows how to play football, and his name Osimhen. Not because of quota system. So if you are still practicing quota system and you are not praying for the nation to go forward, or you are still playing. You know, so you see, it seems that as Nigerians we are still playing. Yeah, they play. It's someone that is building castles in the air. So Nigeria, even as a country, Nigeria is not one. How can you be one? It can only be one if Olasu coming from Abeokuta, Ogun State, and the government is being treated the same way as Chibuzo in Ihiala, Anambra State. That one too is treated the same way as Abubakar in Zamfara, the same way as Gedekewe from Delta State, the same way. You understand? The same way. Somebody is treated from Ame in Benue State. The same way again. And that man too. Osanyamen in Benin. I'm talking about everybody being treated the same way. The same law, the same justice, the same jurisdiction covers everybody until there is that justice for all. That what I do, that I will be arrested. What you do, you be arrested. What he does, you are arrested. All of us. Then you can say, yes, we are ready as Nigerians to move forward. Yes, I give an example. The last time under Buhari, and I thank God that at least under Tinubu, I've not been seen. But if I say, I will say it. I said something. I said, if, for example, bandits are killing people, according to what I'm reading in the newspaper, security forces are saying they don't know where the bandits are, but they are killing. they are collecting ransom, and a man is going to the bandits camp and be preaching to them. I will see at least on the social media, he give them something like to read, maybe to change their ways. As security forces, they say they don't know where they are, and these boys are from the north. I'm talking about a man from the north that knows where bandits are. This man is working free. I'm not talking about what other boy, not even now. Now, I said it 2022 that if that same man, if it to be a Yoruba man, let me give an example that the bandits that are from the north, they are Yorubas. And let me use my name as an example. And a reverend father, Olasukomi, now goes into the bush and be meeting bandits that even security say they don't know where they are. That man would have been arrested. That reverend father Olasukomi is going to be bandits, preaching to them, telling government to negotiate with them. That man may have been arrested. That's what I mean. Let us leave Yoruba. Let us go to the Igbo man. Let us go to the Igbo side. Let us imagine that the same man that is meeting bandits. I'm talking about the last administration under Buhari. That same man is now an Igbo man. That the bandits are Igbo people. That Reverend Father Chukwuebuka now goes to the bush and meets bandits. That man would have been arrested today. But this man now is alive. He's working free. And you're asking, and you're receiving as saying Nigeria is one. One in what way? There's a question. One in what way? Alcohol in the south, quote unquote, is allowed. A Yoruba man can drink alcohol, a Igbo man can drink alcohol, and a German can drink alcohol. Even in North Africa, they drink alcohol. But in the north, we see these things on what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Igbos police in the north are breaking alcoholic bottles. According to them, that alcohol is forbidden in the north. But when time comes for those alcoholic companies to pay VAT, value added tax, the north receives their share. Simple reason, because it has more local government. So alcoholic consumption is not good for the north, but the VAT is good to be collected. And you say one Nigeria. How now? No, it's not a simple question. Let's ask us a simple question. It's not a matter of fighting. How is Nigeria one? Is the question.
But do you not think
I'm coming. Lagos was Lagos, 20 local government. Kano was 44 local government. Now listen to me. A state was carved out of Kano state. The state today has 30 local government, or over 30 local government. Lagos is still 20 local government. I'll give many examples I can give. In the northwest, there are 7 states. In the southwest, there are 6 states. North central, 6 states. Northeast, 6 states. Niger Delta, because people say south. I don't believe it's south. I call them Niger Delta, say south. There's no west. There's no north. So what's the meaning of south? Okay, let's say south, 6 states. Okay, now this is the question. But in the south, it's just 5 states. Yes, so it's as simple as that. 7, 6, 6, 6, 6. And there are 5 states. You understand what I'm saying? 7, half 6. Then 1 half 5 states. You understand? So then, and we talk about justice. We are talking about fair. We are talking about equity. You understand? So we cannot say we want to move forward if some people seem to be above and that set of people. So we say, okay, one Nigeria can only be achieved if there is justice, there is equity, there is fairness. Nobody, no matter your religion, your culture, your tribe, your ethnicity, your language, should be above the law. Then we can say, yes, we want to achieve one Nigeria.
But do you not think Tinubu is saying this because of what the politicians and the faith leaders stand to gain? That's why I say we are one. Because to me personally, just like you said, there's nothing to show for that Nigeria is one.
Yes.
So do you think I'm saying this because of what the leaders, what these politicians, what they are stealing from the Commonwealth of Nigeria? Do you think of what they take? That's why they are, they are insisting that Nigeria is one.
You see, again, Nigeria is one when you look at at the country. That's how as if you say I'm in Nigeria, you're in Nigeria, so that means Nigeria is one in that context. And if you say Nigeria is one, talking about human life matters, so we are one. But in ideology, the way of doing things, in the way of even getting appointments in Nigeria, is Nigeria truly one? So every leader want to say yes, Nigeria is one. Every leader want to say yes, you can find a way to make Nigeria one. Every leader. But is Nigeria truly one in the context of when we talk about rule of law, when we talk about appointments, I'm talking about appointments based on meritocracy. Understand? The same way I can be appointed as a Yoruba man, to be the same way a Fulani man should be appointed, an Igbo man, is Shekiri man, Ijo man, a Kalabari, a Nupe, different types. We should have this exactly the same criteria. But in Nigeria, is that the same? Let's ask ourselves this question. People are afraid to ask questions. Understand? So the president, okay, then, like you said, he was not a president then. But that's what he's going to say as an aspiring leader. Yes, one Nigeria, we are minding ourselves. But the reality on ground is not the same. Many farmers cannot go to farm due to the activities of this S-men. Many farmers cannot go to farm again. Many farmers cannot go to farm anymore. Many are afraid to go to the farm, but you don't know what you are going to meet.
Danger.
You understand? You are going to the farm, you are apprehensive. And you're a farmer, but you are apprehensive. If I go to the farm, what's going to happen?
Do you think that doesn't make the cost of food go up? Because
yes,
since the farmers cannot go to market, just like
apart from petroleum prices, why we are having this scarcity of food? Because of the farmers. They can't go to the farm anymore. They cannot farm. And the farmers cannot farm. Our people, because many farmers have abandoned their farm. There are even some people, even from the north, they are in Lagos now. If you ask them, they are selling this pineapple, this watermelon, this stuff. Ask them. They tell you that I was a farmer in the north, but because of Fulani, I have to run here. So some of them are just selling on the road. Ask them. They only say it. Understand? So because you cannot lose your life because you want to be a farmer, you have to find a way to escape from the Fulani activities.
yeah.
It's 80 human beings. 80 human beings now. Look at human beings.
They are not animals.
No animals. 80 human beings have been slaughtered. That is the question. 80 human beings. 80 human beings. If you slaughter 80 goats here, even the blood, can't imagine the blood on the streets. 80 goats, so they're talking about 80 different human beings. Do you understand? So it's as simple as that. So there's food scarcity. Everybody's complaining. The fuel is really good part, but the food part, fuel is there. But the activity of food and the expenses are there because they're everywhere. They are in the north. They are in the southern part of Nigeria. They're everywhere, and farmers are complaining, and there seems to be no end in sight of the activities. Ordinarily, someone that's rearing cows is not supposed to use AK-47. Understand? In Malawi, they say that that is only one long cane that the Fulani used to drive his cow. Then how did the cane become AK-47? I don't know. You are going to protect your cows by AK-47. Then at the end of the day, you see them after killing the farmers. You now see a national dailies. I'm talking about newspaper. They say farmers and elders clash. How can someone that have AK-47 and someone that have machete? How can they clash? Is that a clash? Not a clash. So our leaders across all boards, they can make Nigeria one if they are truly ready to make Nigeria one. Everybody should be under the same law. Nobody should be above the other. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, everybody should be under the law. Nobody should be above the law. If everybody is under the law and everybody is above the law, then we can say Nigeria is moving at the right direction, and then we can be one as a nation.
Thank you very much.